What is up, Tom? Follow the leader. How's it going? Mimi, how's it going? Welcome in, all y'all. First. Yes, you were. Oh, how's it going tonight, everybody? Sabrina, welcome in. Jocelyn, how's it going? Excuse me. Disney was fun, tiring. There's no tired like Disney tired, that's for sure. But it was good. Give me 1 second. I want to switch things up so I can fix. There we go. Fix the light goal. Haha. I'm good, Jocelyn. Hope you are. Yeah, I am sore. So we on Saturday. Saturday was like the day we were there. So we flew in Friday afternoon. Got there for the not so scary Halloween party at the Magic Kingdom, and then we were there all day Saturday. And then on Sunday we went to Animal Kingdom for a couple hours and then left. I know, Mimi, it's been weird. Um, but anyway, we were at Animal Kingdom then for a couple hours on Sunday morning before we flew out Sunday afternoon. But Saturday we started out at Hollywood Studios. We did some rides and everything there. Then we hightailed it over to Epcot to do a few of our favorite rides over there, and then we had to almost literally run back to Hollywood Studios for our Savvy's lightsaber build appointment. It was like 9:05. We walked in, ran in. We got there to check in at like 8:58 or something like that. I mean, it was just it was very close, just enough time, just barely enough time to pick out our lightsaber style and then get in line or to walk in. So, but it was fun. I mean, but I am sore as all get out from Saturday, like running through Epcot because we went from Figment all the way back to the boats at the back of Epcot, and then took the boat, and then we ran from the front of Hollywood Studios, or from the boat. We power walked basically all the way to the very back where Savvy's is. It's crazy. What's up, Tamara? How's it going tonight? Welcome. You're getting some good pulls out of that box. Holy cow. Getting some great pulls. And those disc cards, that's nutty. That's awesome. Those things, like I said, some people find those pretty valuable. There's that second picture that I sent. That guy had those graded. So I mean, there are some people that like them so much they get those things graded, which is even nuttier. Almost bought a trove. Awesome, Mimi. Almost did, but didn't quite. We got the Elsa gift boxes. Going to open those up in a minute. Deck Daughter's just upstairs finishing up a quick shower so that she can open up and open up this Elsa box, and then she's gonna get out of here and go to bed because she's still pretty tired from the Disney trip. And then tomorrow, I'm not going to be live tomorrow because we have a hockey event that we're going to, not a game, but they have like an open house for season ticket members. So we're going to go to that. But tomorrow I get the gift set, the collector's gift set comes in. So I'll open that up on Wednesday. Oh, so you're going to sell them? I would suggest tomorrow, if you're on Facebook, look up and I'll tell you what, I'll put a link in the Discord. I'll put a link in the Discord for that Facebook group because there's people in there. If you're interested in selling it, you can post in there, and I'm sure they'll sell. Let's see, copy link. Discord. There you go. Well, I mean, I'm sure, I mean, if you Google, there's like Reddit and, I'm sure there's other places that you can sell. Yeah, I mean, well, and Tom, I mean, there was that one guy that sold them for, or was asking. I don't know what he actually sold them for, but he was asking $100 a piece, and other people are asking even more than that. Like that second picture, of course. I mean, the guy got them graded; they were like nine and a halfs and tens, but he was asking like $1,200 total for 5 of them. So to the right person, they are pretty valuable. Um, yeah, crazy. Not like 1,200 for the lot, not for each individual one, but some of them were like $500-$600 he was asking for. Um, one of that guy, the guy that had them graded, one of them was a foil. So discard. If you look at it, the discard is actually foiled, and it has that rainbow foil effect to it, which is pretty neat. But either way, like I said, I mean, I'm sure there's a place that you can find to sell them. The only one I know of is on Facebook, but I'm sure if you look on Reddit and stuff like that, I'm sure you can list them there. Haven't looked on TCG Player to see if you can list them on that one. eBay, of course, is always a good option. Man, it takes a while to open a box. Like it's crazy how many boxes. I mean, how many packs are in a box that you got to open, especially when you're going slow to take in each individual card that you pull. It's pretty crazy. So, how was everybody else's weekend? Anybody do anything exciting or fun? Anybody go to any set champs this weekend? What's up, Alex? Welcome in. Sorry, I just saw your note up there. Welcome in. A discard card. I don't have a picture, but Mimi, if you go look in the Discord, Tamara pulled a couple of them, and she posted a picture of it. It's pretty cool. I mean, it's definitely it's a little card that they have. When you look at a full sheet, there's some sheets they have a discard on there that is just kind of a place filler because they didn't have cards to fill up the entire sheet. So when they print the cards, they print them off on these big sheets and then they send them through and cut them out, right? That's how you get your miscuts and stuff like that. But on some of them, if they don't have enough cards to fill out a sheet, they'll put a discard spot in each one. And they've got a QR code or whatever. And as it's going down the conveyor belt, it's supposed to kick those out. But they end up making them into packs. And it seems more often than not from what it looks like. Because, I mean, while they're rare, it seems that I've seen more people pull discard cards than they've pulled iconics. Yeah, I mean it's they're pretty neat, and like I said, to the right person, they're pretty valuable. I'm doing a set champ next weekend. I can't decide if I'm gonna take my silver or my steel sapphire steel deck, or if I'm gonna take my royal ladies, because I'm gonna tweak my royal ladies a little bit, see if I can make it a little bit stronger. I'm gonna try to get it tweaked and maybe play test it with Deck Daughter on Wednesday. Yeah, I don't know, Mimi. I don't know if there's any equivalent or anything like the discard cards. I'm sure there is. I mean, I'm sure that there's a disc, because I mean, they all of them will have like a discard placeholder kind of thing, just because of the manufacturing process. Deck Daughter just got down here.
Hi.
So, see. Which one do I want to do tonight? I think I'm going to do this one.
What
Yeah, give me just a minute. Tamara says hi.
Hi. Guys, I have exciting news. I'm waiting for someone to say what.
What's up, Sid? What's up, Michael? Ma.
Okay, so basically, you remember how I told you I was in Matilda, right? Should I blur my last name?
Yeah.
So I'm a...
I don't have it up there yet. Well, just a minute. I'll get it switched. But keep talking.
I'm a Matilda, right? And we got cast today after like
What's up, Heather?
many weeks of waiting. And guess who I got? Hang on, I'm gonna show you some blocking real quick to give you a little hint. Where is it? This song? Walk Down Center.
Side character number 1. No, she's orphan child number 3.
Yeah, I'm orphan child number 3. But Walk Down Center in The Hammer. Any guesses? Any guesses?
No idea. Nobody knows. This is Lorcana, not theater.
We have some theater people here.
I know, but Kylie's not in here.
I've never seen that song. Ah!
All right, come on. Tell.
So I'm Miss Trunchbull. Tom got it. Tom got it.
Don't know all the characters. That's all right.
It's okay. I'm basically the big bad. I run the school. I have to learn a bunch of songs. She has an insane riff, and I am terrified of that. I also, my worst fear is standing center stage, not having choreography during a number, not having choreography, and just having to improv how you act and make your character big. Yeah, I have to do that. My worst fear. We are revolting children. Da, 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 da. I love our choreography for that. It's so fun.
I don't know if you guys are
a riff is like riffing your vocal cords. So what's a riff? How do I show?
Yeah.
Kind of like that.
Hey, Alex. Yeah, we're gonna open this up here on this live. So while she's talking about it, I'm gonna crack open this box because it's pretty cool. Let's see what's in here. These glimmer foils that they put in them. Oh my goodness. She shreds on the guitar. Yeah.
Oh yeah, 100%.
So these are similar to that the Lilo box that.
Here's the notes if anyone's wondering. Away. There's another riff in that same song, and it makes me actually want to cry.
And there's the foil. Look at the foil. Would have been cooler if she had a guitar.
That would have actually been cooler because she's like a big bad, and that whole song is about smell. It's called Smell of Rebellion, and it's about physical education, and it's about how all the kids hate her and how she wants them to stay in line. It's not how about the kids hate her, but how she wants them to stay in line.
Look at that foil. How cool is that?
Can I open my box, Paul?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It would have been cooler. She's a big bad, and it would be funny.
They call it a glimmer foil promo.
Here's mine. Mine's bent.
Yeah, mine too.
On the bright side, I don't have to do gym during theater because you have to do like 10 push-ups.
So we got 2 shimmering, 2 azurite, and 1 Rain of Jafar. So that's the box. And then it has the punch-out dividers that go in the box. Oh, Tom, I saw somebody in one of my Facebook groups. Like, it wasn't just bent, it was creased. It was crazy.
Mine's really bent.
But from what I hear, Ravensburger is really good about. Are the fireworks not working? Oh, shoot. I had them hidden. I am sorry, Tamara. Thank you for the pumpkin pie, though. Let's see. Oh, all that stuff was hidden. I'm sorry. I just noticed that.
Oh, if you bend it the other way, it might work.
Yeah, don't. Just leave it. So foils are pretty pretty prone to humidity weirdness, and so if it's humid, it'll bend, but it'll straighten back out. Because some people will iron them to straighten them out. I'm sorry, Tamara, but thank you for the pumpkin pie, y'all. If you're sending gifts, and again, I never ask for gifts, but do me this favor: if you decide to send a gift, don't send a gift. But if you do decide, pick one of there's a pumpkin pie, there's a in there, let's see, there's a pumpkin pie, there's an autumn love, there's an autumn leaves. Yeah, just a second. There's an October one. So all of those, if you guys really want to send a gift, again, don't send gifts. But if you really want to, send one of those, because there's those are the ones right now on this campaign or whatever that gets me better in the rankings. I appreciate all of them, so I won't complain about any. But you guys don't, you know me. You don't need to send them. But if you do. All right, what'd you get?
Okay.
Oh, there's the fireworks.
Antonio's Jaguar.
Thank you.
Alice. Adelaide.
Here, I'll tell you what.
Captain Hook.
Let me do this. Let me make it easier for you. Boom.
Captain Hook. Meg, my baby girl. Chaka. Jeweled collar.
I have a hard time seeing it because you're like, yeah.
Quick shot. Thumper. I already saw what I got. Minnie Mouse. Flower. Oh. Thumper. Oh, I didn't see that was my foil. I thought it was another. Oh, wait. My bad. My brain's everywhere today.
What were you thinking?
I have no clue. I thought it was just a regular uncommon.
Yeah, so that was a Rain of Jafar. So in these boxes, in the gift boxes, they come with 5 random packs. And everything I've seen, it looks like they're not all that random. It looks like they're putting 2 shimmering, 2 azurite, and 1 Jafar, because that's what I've seen in all of the packs that everybody's opened. So, good. If you want to open more.
I love azurite sea. It's my favorite.
Random, right?
Okay, so we got Galactic Communicator. Adore Beazle, yeah.
Adora Beazle
Helping
Winterpop.
Hand. Good job. Mad Hatter's Teapot. Galactic Council Chamber. Magic Carpet.
Oh, we love
Honey Lemon.
we love the demigod packs.
What's a God pack? Scrump.
My understanding in Lorcana, it's when
More?
you get like legendary, and then we could be immortals. All right, we can't see. Got to put it in the camera.
It's a super rare Mad Hatter.
Mad Hatter. What was that? That was Azurite?
Yeah. We could be immortals. Immortals. Just da 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 da.
Eye to eye. Yeah, let me open up my Magifire one.
And Lorcana to what?
When you get like legendary, and then one of your like rares. So epic, enchanted, iconic. Ooh, a rhino. And a royal guard. We know I like those. He who steals. Cricky. Oh, sorry. Wasabi. Monterey Jack. Droon. If I can get it to focus. Come on, man. Camera. Behave. Come on, focus. Let's see. Come on. Like you want to. There you go. All right, Lewis. Ka,
My
and
name
then
is Lewis.
Sultan. Wrong lever. And a shiny Charlotte. Charlotte LeBuff. Wow. Flip it around. Flip what around?
Why do we even have that lever?
All right, what'd you get? Are you doing the other Azurite?
Yeah. Mickey Mouse. Sail the Azurite Sea. Rabbit.
Should have been called Fabled.
A very merry unbirthday. Perilous Maze.
Perilous.
Okay, same thing. King Hubert. Hey hey. Mr. Smee. John Silver. Nani. You came back. Sour Bill.
What's up, Splinkses?
Hi.
P-Town, welcome in. So Mimi, if they called it Fabled, it would have been tough for future sets though, because Iconics were not just for Fabled set. They're going to be used for all the sets moving forward. Yeah, B-Town, this is the gift box, the Elsa gift box. Trip was good, Splinkses. It was long, it was busy, it was tiring. We are sore as all get out, but it was good.
My legs still hurt.
Your leg still hurts. Mm-hmm. Zazu. On. Healing Decanter. Basil. Snowana. When will my life begin? Magical Aid. Ooh, that's a new one for me. Arthur. This is a Shimmering Skies, by the way. A rare Shinzi. Ooh. A rare Elsa's Ice Palace. That's a new one for me, too. And a rare shiny Belle of the Ball. Oh, Tamara, thank you for the roses. Oh, pumpkins! Thank you for the pumpkins.
Thank you.
Be here on that. Mimi, you're funny. Skyfire. So right now we're opening up some packs.
Thank you.
We also we play Lorcana Probably not going to get a game in with Deck Daughter tonight because she's going to go to bed. She's already told me that she's not going to play.
Tomorrow
a game with
is
me.
picture day, so I have to wake up at the butt crack of dawn at 5 a.m.
She thinks beauty sleep is going to help all this.
Boy!
Hey, let me turn this around real quick. Yeah, so we play. Hey, squirrels! I might take you up on that.
The knock.
Took. Otherwise, I mean, I'll just play Jafar or something. But
yeah, Sneezy
might be convinced to hop on.
King of Hearts.
Play. And then
Rubicon
tomorrow we're not going to be live.
Pacha. Vanellope Von Sweet.
Got a legendary
Prince Naveen. Mickey Mouse.
Didn't show up for senior pictures, Mimi. What?
I'm not even a senior.
But yeah, Skyfire, we hang out. It's we answer questions. We help new people learn Lorcana. We talk. It's all kinds of random. I mean, it's main focus is Lorcana, but who knows? We do some crazy stuff. Do you play Lorcana, Skyfire? Nice, awesome. Since day one, we're not as veteran and seasoned as you. We started collecting in May. So our journey, while I open up this pack, our journey started in May. Oh yeah, Jocelyn, that's the deck that I have. Absolutely. I have a Sapphire Steel with so the centers of the main on mine, Elsa Growing Girl, Tinkerbell Tiny Tactician,
Alice.
And then I use her as a shift target for the Tinkerbell Giant Fairy, and then I use and then I get my Mufasa out there.
Alice.
What'd I say?
You never said Alice.
I said Alice Growing Girl.
Oh.
Very beginning, yeah, sorry. But yeah, so anyway, my journey. We started in May. I played Magic way back when I was in middle school. So like back in the early mid 90s. I can get it, there we go. So I played Magic then, but I didn't really do a whole lot with it since middle school. I kind of got out of it in high school. I was in band, and a lot of people in the band didn't play. But anyway, food fight. And then in May we were at Disney. We go to Disney World about once a year at least. Rare. And then so when we were in Disney, we went to World of Disney in May, and evil comes prepared in May, and we saw Lorcana. I kind of knew that it was a trading card game, but I didn't know a whole lot about it. But I thought, hey, this would be fun to get my daughter into it. I already know Magic, so how hard could it be to figure out? And so we did. We started collecting. So we bought a set, or a starter deck, and then in that we said, okay, like most people, we said, okay, we're not gonna buy any more. This is gonna be it. We're just gonna buy these 2 starter decks, and we bought a Trove because we needed a place to store the cards, right? We weren't gonna collect. We just got it to play, and
Don't be bashful. Happy? Oh, Ed.
So we got it to play, and then it turned into right, what we got?
Olaf. Bell.
And then it just kind of escalated slightly. It escalated slightly to now we have a TikTok presence. Few people know us on TikTok now. After the last few months, we started our TikTok journey in July 1st. So we got a few people that know us on here now. and we have like combined between my daughter and I, we now have probably 6,000 cards across most of the sets. So yeah,
It's a lot.
we didn't hold on to our yeah, we didn't hold on to the we're not going to collect, we're not going to not going to get into this and buy any more side of things. So yeah, Mimi's one of the OGs. We got several OGs. Looks like an interesting card game, right, Tom? That's kind of how it all of this kind of stuff kind of starts, I guess. Collecting all the cards eventually landed on just the set. Okay. But yeah, so that's our journey, and so now we play, we hang out, we just have a good old time. B Rent, welcome in. So we, yeah, Tom, we didn't pull our first Enchanted until Fabled. If y'all remember that.
That was my first Enchanted.
That's crazy, yeah.
I was the first one to get it. If anyone cares. Everyone cares.
Yes.
I get the Enchanted bragging rights.
Around set 2 or 3, my friend was like, "This game's really good," and I looked at deck price. Oh yeah, Tamara, what was your last epic? What'd you pull? Let's open up Azurite. Mimi, are you talking about Lorcana? It turned you away on set 2, 3 when your friend was like, "This game is really good." Oh, or you looked at deck prices? Or are you talking about? Ooh, this one's fun. This is that random green card in the middle, or emerald card in the middle of all of your
I love that one.
ambers, because it is set 6. Come on, focus. Yeah. It's set 6, card number 26, so 626. They have the double packs? Wow. I wasn't around for double packs. That's pretty cool.
Yeah,
All right.
2319. 2319.
She's going to be out of focus until it figures itself out. There we go. Mickey Mouse. Sail the Azurite Seas.
When they add Pixar, do you think they'll add 2319?
Probably. If they add
Monsters Inc.
Monsters Inc., which, I mean, how could they not?
We have a 2319. 2319.
And a rare Go-Go.
Give me that.
Ooh, super rare mini. And an uncommon Mr. Smee.
Can I trade for that Go-Go?
We'll talk about it later. I don't know. For me, it was like set 6 or 7.
I did that to my therapist today, and she was like, "Why does it follow me everywhere?" Because I was saying, there's like 6 or 7 people in our youth group, and I said, 6 or 7.
6 or 7. I was thinking that. Oh my goodness. It's awful.
My teacher is about to ban 6-7.
So Jocelyn, I'll go through my my Sapphire Steel deck in just a minute and show you what I got in there and why and how I play it and stuff. It's not bad. I mean, it can use a little bit of tweaking, but I like it so far. Skull Rock. What, Tamara? What's wrong?
What do we do?
What are we mad about? White Rose, Dawson, Mullins. You got Pegasus. Nice.
Oh. Yokai, give me that yokai.
I like Pegasus. He's such a cute card. I have not pulled any hits out of this. I think the best I've gotten is I think I've gotten maybe 2 super rares.
I got a legendary.
TCG best card, welcome in. I got 3 rares on that one. Look, back to back Mr. Biggs. 1 shiny and 1 regular. That's funny.
Wait, you got a Diablo. Isn't that rotated out?
Not this one.
Oh.
That's set 6. And I got...
What's Diablo from?
That's set 6, I was right.
No, like what movie?
Oh, is Maleficence.
Oh, yeah.
No,
Guys,
it's not 6 or 7. It's just set 6, not 7.
in theater, we have to do this so we started our unit where we can start talking and having lines. And we have to do a fairy tale, but change it up. So I wasn't here when we chose the fairy tale, and I come in, and my group is like, okay, Michaela, we're doing Cinderella. And this guy is Cinderella. Oh, we're doing Cinderella, but everyone has an accent except for Cinderella.
Okay.
There's more. So this guy is Cinderella. It's a dude.
Play one game with me.
No.
It's 909.
No,
You got
it's a
time for one
dude.
game.
I'm the prince. There's a fairy god farmer, the stepmother, and then the 2 sisters. And Cinderella loses his foot.
Yeah, see, like Alex says, play one game.
No, I don't want to. So I'm the prince. I get to speak in a southern accent. And then the fairy god farmer is so funny. Like Cinderella runs off crying and is like, and the fairy god farmer is like, wake up. Wake up. He has a southern accent too. The guy who's playing him. And
Tamara says 1. Mimi says 1.
no. And then something.
I'll check these out.
And then Cinderella is like going off on like how he hates his stepmother and sisters. And then the fairy god farmer goes, "Bless your heart." It's the funniest part. I love it. It's my favorite part. And then what else happens? Oh, and then it's like before that it's like what are you doing on my farm? And then Cinderella's like, I thought this was a garden. And then the god farmer is like, farm, garden, same thing.
Mickey Mouse. Got me a Piglet. And a Pluto. And Max Goof.
Okay, I'm going up.
Yeah. Should play one game because they're always quick.
No.
Because I always end up destroying you.
No.
You just don't want to lose anymore.
I just don't want to play.
Yeah, Pluto wrote his name. He actually dropped the card. Right, it had rained, and then he stopped, and then he dropped the card, so it fell. Luckily, it didn't get damaged. I mean, kind of did a little number to the corner, but it's an uncommon, so it doesn't matter. And this one's really cool, the Princess Aurora.
I never got back to get my Aurora signed.
I think this is my favorite one. I like this one, the way it looks. She did a really good job. I mean, of course, Mickey though is a classic.
Did you know they're all trained to write a specific way
Yes.
to every cast member?
So yeah. Oh, I also I had a couple of these from my my playset signed. I got Anna. And I got Mulan. Pretty cool.
Because Goofy's a goof.
Yeah, his last name is Goof, Goofy Goof, and Max Goof.
He's a goof. He's not a dog.
He's a dog.
I stand on my ground. He is not a dog. He is a goof. It is confirmed. Look it up.
He's a dog.
Who's right?
Yeah, he's a goof. He's a dog. Goof is a breed of dog. Just like our dogs are huskies.
Bill Farmer said he's not a dog.
Well, who the heck does Bill Farmer know? He only voices it. He didn't create it. A hound dog.
They do not say he's a dog.
Who? Wikipedia? That's fan written anyway. Bill Farmer waltz right in, man. Oh my goodness. So let's see. And I've got a bunch of cards I need to get sorted and
What's
redone.
anthropomorphic?
Anthropomorphic?
Yeah.
I don't know the I don't know the best. I'm having a hard time. Like, isn't it more anthropomorphic? Is more like it's animated. It's like got human-like qualities. Human-like animal. Yeah. Mimi.
Fun fact: Disney's beloved character Goofy is not, contrary to belief, a dog, like his trusty friend Pluto. Nor is he a cow, like Clarabelle.
Well, we know he's not a cow. Who says he's a cow?
A lot of people.
Who looks at Goof and says, "Oh, look at that cow"? No, you look at Goof and say, "Look at that dog." Can I pet that dog? Can I pet that dog? Can I pet that dog? I mean, yeah, they both stand on two legs.
He's just Goofy.
But
All of them are saying
Clarabelle has horns. Goofy doesn't. Goofy has floppy dog ears.
Oh, what's that short where it starts out black and white and turns into like, and then like they go.
Yeah, that's from the beginning of Frozen. The first Frozen, yeah, I think so. I'm pretty sure. Fairly positive.
How can I get in that?
Squirrels. Let's see. See your guest. Can you go live? Do you go live on your account? Because that's a lot easier, because then we're side by side and it's easier to see. If not, we could do the guest. I just have to keep switching it, who's got the main focus whenever it's your turn. Yeah, if you don't mind, go live and let's do it that way. Because I think visually makes it a lot better. Actually, Alex, there are female cows that have horns, so that's not all that out of the ordinary. I mean, it's a common misbelief that only bulls have horns. I mean, most commonly bulls have horns, but yeah, just go live, and then I will invite you.
Wait, how can I find it? Like the short that I'm talking about.
I don't know.
I looked it up on TikTok. Makey.
Just look up short, Pixar short before Frozen.
It's not a Pixar short, it's a Mickey short.
Or whatever.
Because Clarabella breaks the screw.
Okay, just look up Disney short before Frozen. Yeah, that's what Mimi said too.
Disney short before Frozen.
Oh, there it is. Let's get squirrels in here.
Bonjour.
What is up?
Trying to get the phone to work proper and show up on that. There we go. So there's all the buttons I started.
Nice. Love those buttons too.
Love those
that's
buttons
awesome.
too. Oh, lots of buttons.
All right.
And then the
let me switch over to
leftover empty packs.
oh, for all the buttons. Nice.
Oh yeah. Joel.
Let's see. Oh, wait a minute.
Oh, I guess my earbuds don't work whenever I have it running through the TV. All right.
Sorry, I'm trying to get this this thing figured out, and it keeps doing some weird stuff. There we go. Oh, wait, well. All right, let me try again.
I'm not too bad, Jewel. I'm doing some Lurkana, doing the card game here. So do you want to go against Amber Steel, Amber Sapphire, or Sapphire Steel?
Dealer's choice. I'm gonna play my Sapphire Steel. That way,
We'll save the mirror match then. We'll try something different.
yeah. That way, Jocelyn, if you're still over here watching, you can see my my steel, my Sapphire Steel.
So
Right,
he'll
let's see.
That way you're playing Sapphire Steel. I'll play Amber Steel or Amber Sapphire, so she can see the blue Fassa that I run.
Okay. All right, give it 1 second. Oh, there we go. There we go. All right. I think that does it.
And the deck box.
Oh, nice. I love that deck box.
Love this deck box.
All right, I'm going to slide her stuff out of the way there so that I can get mine a little more centered. All righty.
This up.
All right.
It is Jewel. I swear. Like whenever I first saw this, I traded a bunch of altered cards that I'd done for this bad boy.
Yeah,
And I
that's a
still
really
have yet
I've
to
seen
do-
that one on I forget what marketplace. I saw it somewhere. Maybe
It's on
in
Etsy,
one of
I know
my
that.
groups or something. Pretty cool.
2d6 high roll. 12. I'll take it.
Mimi just said, "Hey, Deck Dad, that's a cool mat. Where'd you get it from?" Great, you should ask. I got it from Etsy on my Etsy store. If you go to shop.iconicdeckdad.com, you can get one of your very own. All right,
Nice.
2d6. I rolled an 8. You see that? Oh,
I
and
will play.
there's also, and I've got to send this one back in because it couple weird misprint things, but I have, so this is, I don't know if you can see it, this is my iconic version, but I also have the signature version that has just the Deck Dad. They put this one in a weird place, so I gotta, and then they did a weird like misprint like thing down here. Anyway,
The only reason why I have the Tigger playmat is because Tigger's my second favorite character. My first favorite character.
oh nice, the Chernobog.
Yeah.
Love it.
Gotta have all the Chernobyls.
Nice. All right. I rolled an 8. What'd you roll?
12.
12. All right. You're going to play draw.
Top, middle, how do you want it?
Eh.
Do you want me to cut it in the middle or top or
No,
triple
you're
cut?
good. You're good.
Okay.
You shuffled it. I mean, I'll cut mine if you want me to.
No, no.
Good night, Deck Dog.
Oh, good.
All right.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Good night. Kayla, I love you. All right. Awesome. You going to player draw?
I will play,
3, 4,
and
5,
I will
6,
keep my hand.
7. All right. Let me check mine real quick. I am not going to keep my hand. Yikes. I'm going to keep 1 and send 6 back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we got those, and then let's shuffle.
That's the deck, that's the hand.
Not a good hand.
Oofta.
I think the highest or the lowest cost character I had in my hand on that draw was a 4.
I hate it whenever I load up a deck with a bunch of 1-drops and I get none.
I mean, this one has a decent curve to it, but oh man. All right, shuffled. There we go. Your play, good sir.
Going to ink a Darling Deer.
Darling
You
dear.
can see. Love this card. It's such a great surprise card. And play a Pluto. Pass turn.
Awesome. All right. I'm assuming you're passing, so I will take a card. And I will. Let's see. I will ink an Anna.
Thanks, Jewel.
True-hearted. Ink and Anna. I will spend Anna to play Jasmine, Resourceful Infiltrator. She's a 1/2. And this one, when you play the character, you may give a chosen character resist. I don't have anything out, so I'm not going to do that. And then I will pass that turn. What's up, Kyle?
Untap, upkeep, draw. We will ink Akita.
Gita.
Pay to. How do we want to do this? We'll take a look at your hand with Ludwig van Drake.
Alrighty.
We will take that fire of the cannons and throw it into the discard.
Get it on out of here. Got it.
And pass.
All right. I will ready and draw a card. Alrighty. I will.
Oh, crunchy.
I'm gonna ink another Jasmine.
See?
I'm gonna spin 2 to play Sleepy. He's just a bodyguard. He's a 0/4 bodyguard. And I will
I can.
exert the bodyguard, and I will quest with my Jasmine to get 1. And then pass the turn on over.
Alrighty. Put you at 1. Untap. Upkeep. Draw. Let's. Night Night Jewel. Ink Robin Hood, who's a reprint from 9.
Yeah.
Three and exert Pluto to make my next character cost 1 less. To play Akita. And quest for 1 myself to get on the board. Pass
Alright.
turn.
All right, passing. Gonna ready, and I will draw. I'm going to ink an Alice, and I'm going to play my second Alice. She's an ally when your other characters gain support, and then her other effect, while this character has 10 strength or more, she gets +4 lore. All right. Remind me, I'm trying to look. Your Pluto's a 0/2. Your
Yeah,
Ludwig
Pluto's a
is 1/1.
0/2, and Von Drake is a 1/1. Whenever he's banished, he goes to my Inkwell,
Okay.
and he's just a 0/2.
Yeah. Okay. Alrighty. I'm going to quest with both my Sleepy and my Jasmine, so that'll add 2. So I go from 1 lore up to 3 lore. And I will pass the turn.
Untap. Upkeep. Draw. Da-da-da-da. Mana. Do-do-do-do-do.
We love Mana.
Mana. Do-do-do-do. So we will... Will we? I guess we will. We will pay to
Hey, Aldra, welcome in.
play Tipo, ink a card. 3, 4. Ink
Aldra, thank you for that heart me. Thank you so much.
Pongo. Quest for 2, to stay on your heels at 3. Exert Kita, look at the top 2, put 1 into my Inkwell and 1 back on top. And pass.
All right. And you've got 6 ink on the board?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes.
Sweet. Alrighty.
And 1 card in hand.
Okay. Let's see. All right, I'm going to ink a fill.
Go.
I'm going to spin 2 to play Bernard. When you play this character, if you have an ally in play, you may draw a card. I've got Alice and Sleepy, or I'm sorry, I got Sleepy, who is an ally. Alice is not. Sleepy is an ally, however. So
Yes.
I'm going to draw 1 for the Bernard.
Will do, Jewel. Jewel went poof.
And all right, so let's see. Your Kita, what is her strength? And so 3/3 ward. Okay. Alrighty. Okay, we'll just. I'm just going to quest then with Alice, Sleepy, and Jasmine. So I'll go 3 up to 6. And I will pass the turn there.
Untap. Upkeep. Draw. We will. Mana.
Squirrel, Jocelyn is
Squirrel.
asking if you have a deck list for the for what you're playing.
I absolutely do. It'll if you're in their Discord, I post some of my decks in there. I'll post it again just in case.
Awesome.
Because
Yeah,
it has
Jocelyn.
undergone some changes.
I can't remember if you're not in the Discord. Make sure you join it. Discord.iconicdeckdad.com. You can join our Discord. It's free. Yeah, you can see that. I've also posted, if you're interested in the Steel Sapphire that I've got, because you were talking about that, I posted that in there. I'll post it again a little bit later.
We will ink hops 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Play Mufasa. Your choice.
Oh, sorry. You played. I'm discarding one.
Yep. So you get to pick. You get to pick 2.
All right. So from left, let's go with 3.
3.
And 5.
5. There you go. Please go back to hand. We will quest for 1 with Von Drake, and we will use Kita and Tippo to knock out the dwarf.
So Sleepy's gone.
See.
All right. Sleepy is out of here.
And pass.
All right. Ready. Oh, come on. There we go. And draw. All right. I'm going to ink, and I'm still here. And I'm going to spend 3 to smash your Kita. Or wait, no, Kita's ward, right? Yeah,
Yep.
never mind. Yeah. Sorry, forgot she was ward. Never mind. I can't choose
worries.
her.
These 3 can. That one can.
Yep. Let's see. Let's put the smash on your Mufasa, because he's what's his willpower?
He's a 9 health.
Okay. Yep. We'll smash that into that one. There we go. And I will. Pass the turn.
Untap. Upkeep. Draw. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How many cards you got in hand?
I have 2 in my hand.
2 in the hand. At which point... Okay, yeah, that's it. All right, so we'll start with 5, 6. Play Judy Hopps.
And what does she do?
She's a 3/6, and at the end of my turn, I can ready one of my chosen character of mine.
Oh, I got it.
I will exert Kita, look at top 2. 1 on top ink, 1 back on top. I will quest with Mufasa for 4 to bring me to 8, which readies my ink. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Pay 6. Play Robin Hood. I have 1 card in hand, so trigger, I draw a card. I will quest for 2 more with Drake and Tippo up to 10. And I will pass turn. At the end of my turn, I will ready Mufasa.
Alrighty. Already. And I will draw. I'm going to ink a genie.
I love that genie.
He's a pretty solid 3-drop for 3/4.
He's done so much work for me. I got 4 foil of him immediately right off the bat before people started playing him.
Yeah.
People were ditching him. I'm like, I'll take it.
All right, and I am going to. Let's see. We will play. Six ink. I'm going to spend 6 to play Tink Giant Fairy. Giant Tink.
Giant Tink. 1 damage to everything.
1 damage to everybody. Yep.
Ludwig von Drake gets banished, goes immediately to my inkwell. Everyone else takes 1. 4 on Mufasa.
And while you're loading those up, I will swing my Bernard into your Kita. He's a 2/2, so that should finish her off, right?
Yep.
All right.
Kita
Finish Bernard off too, though.
See.
And I will pass the turn.
Untap.
Welcome back, Nathan Evans. Good to see you. Saw that.
Are you sure you want to pass the turn?
Do what?
Are you sure you want to pass the turn?
Oh, is that game?
Because I've got exactly 10 on board, and I've got 10 more at the moment.
I'm not going to be able, because I've got 2 characters that'll swing for 1 each. I can quest Jasmine to swing for 2 and take out one of your characters. So yeah.
Well, these 2 you can both take out, because you can take out Tippo with Alice. At least you can take out Pluto with Jasmine as well.
Oh yeah. Okay, sure. Yeah. Why not? We'll delay it 1 turn. Alice will take out your Tippo, so he deals 1, right?
Yes. And then Pluto deals nothing, so Jasmine gets to take him out for free.
Sure. Delay the inevitable by a turn.
Like I use Tinkerbell as well, so whenever I'm using Tinkerbell, I kind of want to force like crackbacks and like somebody to fight back whenever. So leaving the Alice and the Jasmine open, I'm not gonna have the lore unless I luck draw, which is possible.
Sure.
But untap, upkeep, draw. That doesn't. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. If I do that, then I can't do that. No, all right, I can still do it. So we'll do 7, play Stitch, 2 characters, draw 2 cards. Quest for 4 with Mufasa up to 14. Ready the ink.
Which Mufasa is that? What set's he from?
Set 5, like right after.
Okay.
He's so rude.
Yeah, well, yeah, with that reading the ink, that's I'm like, jeez. So I'm gonna have to look at look at that one, see if I got him in my collection.
So I'm gonna use Restoring the Heart, which removes up to 3 damage from a chosen character, and then I draw a card. So we'll remove 3 damage from Mufasa and draw. That did not help to get me there. 1, 2, 3, 4. We will play Rolly, and we will ink a card from my discard. We'll ink Kita. We'll pay one or two, because that hits. Because that's 1, that's 4, 5, 6, so she can't spike up much. We're too short. So I guess we do 2 to play Tippo, ink a card, quest for 4 up to 18, and see if you get a Be Prepared.
Oh man, if only I was playing a red deck and we were playing Infinity. No. Yeah, well, I mean that'd be game. But let's see what I draw next. Just for grins. Yeah, as an Ana True Hearted. So I've got a Scar and an Ana in my hand. I mean, there's nothing I'm going to do to catch up there. I love the combo, like the 1-2 hit of just like being able to go turn 1 Pluto into turn 2 Tippo or Von Drake. Von Drake lets you rip ramp out of their hand. So if you're on the play and you play him first, and then they go their turn 1 just thinking they're going to get to ramp on turn 2, and they don't play anything, you can just be like, cool, played Von Drake. Oh, look, your Sail the Azurite Sea goes away, and now all of a sudden you don't get to ramp as much. Right. Well, so my biggest problem that I run into, and probably one of my weakest areas, is card draw. Like figuring out and effectively playing card draw. I mean, even when I had my Blurple deck, I had a hard time getting solid card draw. I mean, Scar helps me with that if I can get him out, right? So
here's my version of Blue Steel, which is very similar but has some like differences.
Okay. So so this Blue Steel, I also and some of it is handicapped just because I'm one that I don't like to follow meta a whole lot. So this one I do to an extent, but I also I like themes, right? So this is my Heroes and Allies deck. So it's mostly heroes. There's lots of heroes in here. That's why I like Phil when I can get him out. All my heroes gain Challenger +1, and then whenever you play a hero, you get 1 lore. Pretty solid for that. And then got the allies in there for Scar, for Alice. Well, Alice doesn't matter, ally or not, but Scar, helps the allies. But I mean, but there's cards in this particular deck that are not heroes or allies that would probably help me out more, but I'm not adding or haven't added them because of that, right?
So this is the opening salvo. Okay. This is what makes this deck so insanely fast and strong.
Yep.
Right off the bat, this is a start off combo going turn 1, turn 2, start questing, pulling allies out.
Yep.
Insanely strong. And then, so Turn 2, you get her. You've gotten out a quest with her 1. Turn 3, you do it again, right? Play Pleakley. Both of them go into the inkwell. So
Okay.
on turn 3, if you ink her, you go up to 5, which then allows you to do something like play him, or turn. Even if you ink next turn, play her on the next turn.
Right.
So you have all of those big options now on that turn after.
Well, and I looked at
With-
Pleakley when we were building this one. Pleakley was an option that I had in there. I can't remember why I decided to pull him out.
He's so good.
Because he's an ally
Like he does
too,
so,
right?
Yes, he is.
Yeah, so he
And
fits
so-
into that ally theme.
So another turn 3 is turn 1, either one of these guys. Turn 2, Bernard, draw a card. Turn 3, quest with the 1 because it's got weaker power. Play Pleakley, put this into Inkwell. Now you've got 5 power on board that they've got to deal with. They're either going to fire the cannons on that or deal with something else. So, and then the amount of times people have completely forgotten one of my very favorite cards, right? Because, don't get me wrong, Doc is good. Doc is incredibly strong. It's a great card. Where did it go?
Well, he's
No,
good
I
as long as you have an empty hand, right?
So Doc is late game. Doc is a late game refiller. So anytime I get him in the like early hand, I immediately throw him right back and draw something else.
Yeah.
But this card does so much work.
Gains evasive, okay. Well, and you need, okay, so you need knights, but you can have ally knights and stuff, okay.
So all of the 7 dwarfs
They're all knights.
are knights.
Yeah.
So you've got all of the 7 dwarves as knights and allies. Move them around on the 7 dwarves' mind, dealing 2 damage every time they move. As long as they're on the mind, they have +2 resistance, which, if you remember the Blurple, the purple cards that everybody loves to play of Genie and Elsa are 2/5 and 2/4. So
Right.
their 2 power can't knock them out.
It absorbs. Right.
So
And
that
I
resistance
just pulled the
takes
Seven
over.
Dwarves Mine the other day, so I finally got my first one, so.
And then because you've got the Bernards and the Biancas, Orville gets evasive as well.
Yep.
And then you have the Genies, which I love the Genies to begin with, so...
I may revamp this to just an allies deck. Pull out most of my heroes.
Because, like, Scar, I don't mind Scar, but I honestly don't use him very often. Like, unless I'm, ramping up power for the other guys.
Yeah. Well, it's
Like-
Scar. I've only got 2 in my deck. I mean, he's uninkable, but I also, I mean, I've only got 2 in there because, I mean, same thing, because he's uninkable and because I don't use him all that much. I mean, he does come in handy, especially when you got a bunch of allies out there. You can boost everybody, and that's what I like about the Scar Alice combo. Right, is you get a bunch of allies out there, throw your Scar, everybody gets 1, then you quest, and everybody gives that support plus the Scar support over to your other characters, because it's not a challenger; it's a +1 strength when Scar is out there.
Oh, yeah.
So you can
And it's
swing with
funny.
a couple pretty big characters if you can get them out there on the board.
So I was playing that before set rotation. The only change I made was Scar. That's it. Scar was
Okay.
the only thing I added in, and I took what was the last set champs? I made
Jafar?
top. Yeah, I made top in like 2 or 3 set champs in Jafar using that deck, even without the Scars. So it went against, the only deck it lost against was another blue steel, and that was a toss-up game because it went 2-1. They barely squeaked out the victory against me, just being able to luck into the right combo of cards to be able to lucky dime off like as quick as possible, and I had the worst possible hand.
So in this one, I've got Smash. because I wanted some stuff for like evasives and indirect damage. I've got the smash. I've got strength, of course. To kind of deal those direct damages without questing, and I can or challenging, and I can protect, fire the cannons. I threw in, and I'm thinking I may these are going to be some that I change out. I've got stuff like develop brain. That I end up usually those are the ones that I end up inking. Sail the Azurite Seas. I play that a little bit, so that one I may keep that one. But like your develop the brain, I've got I'm still here. I ink that one. It's a card draw and it gives resist, but usually comes up when I need ink because my biggest problem is ramp in this one.
That's one of the reasons why I like running the multiple lines I showed you there was because it runs in like it all just connects back into each other. Well, and as long as you dump and look for those cards.
That other the big Scar you played, that was a Scar, right? No, it was Mufasa.
Oh yeah, Blue Fasa.
So and that one was steel, right?
No. This is the blue Sapphire Amber.
Sapphire,
and so
which would still fit in this deck. But
all right,
playing Mufasa and it doesn't solve some of that ramp problem too, right?
Kind of.
Well,
here's what I learned about working with him. Like, he's very fickle because Blue hated me. Like, Sapphire hated me for the longest time. Like, I could not use, one jump ahead. Hated me. Like, every single time I used it, it would be the one card I was looking for, and it would be throwing it into my inkwell, and I needed it. And it just never gave me the right cards. With Mufasa, I'm purposefully throwing the best cards I can with the highest ink into the inkwell to try to get there.
Right.
Because now I don't care if I throw my best cards in here. All of a sudden I hit 8 ink or enough ink with the help of Pluto and everything else. Cool, play Mufasa, pull them back from my inkwell randomly. And I can luck into something like, oh, look, I got a Stitch back. Next turn, play Stitch, get 2 cards. Okay, cool. The next turn after that, okay, play Robin Hood, draw a card. They have more cards than me. Or get Baymax back and heal the Mufasa.
Well, and not only that, but you can play 2 big cards in a turn because you get to ready the ink and play a second big card as well, right?
Yep. And that's why I also threw in Judy, because that end of turn protection of, okay, ready my ink twice. End of turn, okay, look, it comes back. Now I don't have to worry about them challenging into it unless they force it.
Right.
That forces them to do something about it. Like, they have to use it to target it and get rid of it. And they spend way more trying to get rid of it just from unexerting it than anything else.
Right. And that'd be a fun one to use in your blue with an Aurora. The Aurora that gives ward to all of your characters. That would be fun.
So another one
to further protect it, right? Because then you can't choose that to exert.
So another pathway, especially in this version, if I push and ramp and try to go aggro enough, and I can hit 16, no matter what they do,
Ratigan.
Because now they can't target it. They can't just deal enough damage with pings and everything like that to knock him out in a single turn. Right. I just have to be able to ink the same turn he comes into play. So in order to do that, just use Kita. Kita's in play, my hand can be empty. Put a card from my library into my inkwell. I've inked per turn, Ratigan counts, so I can quest next turn. So if I race, I can still get there. But I took him out because it just... The push I'm trying to push for is getting around something like Under the Sea, which being the only board wipe in the game now means it's so heavily pushed. People are trying so hard to build around it. So I figured if I'm going to be pushing, I might as well be pushing for card draw and lore gain. So if I can sit there and sneak out those extra 2 points somebody thinks they knocked off me. Like this, I felt so bad this is actually one of the versions of the decks that I like, somewhat of a version that I played at the which one was it? One of the set champs for Jafar, and the person I was playing against was playing Steel Song, that last hurrah playing Steel Song.
Yep.
And she had gotten rid of like just enough to keep me off of lore, and I top decked this with no cards in hand and like just enough, and it was just enough to put me on like at actual 20. So I played it, got quested for 20, and she's like, "Oh, I did that wrong." I'm like, "No, you did fine. Like you can't do that to yourself. Like you can't sit there and be like, "Oh, I did something wrong." You had never seen me play it. You didn't know it could have been in my hand. You didn't know whether or not I could have gotten it. Like you had no idea that card was there. So you did everything right by what you saw, and you cannot judge yourself based off of what luck happens.
Well, and that's where too. I mean, with like players like me, I don't know all the cards, right? And so I mean, even if you tell me, oh, I've got, I've got a Kita or this Kita or whatever in there, without seeing it or without you telling me what it does, I would still have no idea. So I've got to play with just what I see and what I know and what's in front of me, and I've got to play, as best I can. I mean, there's some that are big in the meta, like when somebody's playing a Ruby deck and they've got 7 ink out there, they may be going after be prepared, right?
Especially back in the day.
There's a few things like that, but right, I mean, for new players that don't know all the cards and everything, you have to play with what you see and what you know in front of you, and you can't kick yourself for not anticipating. Right now, if you get up to like the world's levels and stuff, that's where knowing those cards are, going to come in handy and everything. But, I mean, again, it's still fun. I mean, I may there's some things that I want to change in this one, and I'm going to take some inspiration from you. I think I might have. I think I've got that Mufasa in my collection somewhere. So I'm seriously considering tossing that one in there. And even taking out,
even if you don't go full 4-ofs, like just adding in the Docs would, because Doc and Bernard do whenever I played that versus at set champs versus red green discard.
Yeah,
like I ate red green discard alive because it was like, oh, all right, I'm gonna make you discard a card. Okay, discard a card, play Bernard, draw a card. Play a bunch of cards. Play Doc, draw 2 cards.
Right. Yeah, so I've got. I think I've got 3 copies of Doc because I just pulled another one the other day. Because I only had 2, so there's 2 in this deck right now. But I just got a 3rd one that I'm gonna get added in. So I do. I mean, I need to revamp it anyway, just because I've got some new cards since I built this deck. I've got my first set champ coming up next weekend. Trying to decide. I've got that my Ruby Amber deck. It's not as strong as this deck, and I mean, as you saw, this deck has lots of weaknesses too. But but I've got some ideas on revamping and updating my Ruby Amber that I'm thinking about doing. I took out Tiana because I only have 1 copy of it, but I think I'm going to add her back in. Also going to there were a couple others that I was gonna add in. I'm drawing a blank on right now. I've got a bunch of notes written up.
So Tiana feels like a trap to me. Like it's not a bad card, and this is one of those things where it's always difficult because I don't believe that there's such a thing as a bad card. I think it's all just about how you play it, how you use it, like that kind of thing. Yeah. And so Tiana for me always feels like a trap because I always feel like I'm still playing catch up with her. Like even if I turn 1 Aurora into turn 2 freaking Tiana, it always feels like I'm playing catch up.
Yeah, well, and the thing that the reason I pulled her out is, 1, I only have 1 copy of it, right? And so the odds of me pulling it are lower, and it was just going to take up space. But to me, I didn't see enough of the ROI on it for the deck, and that's where I pick up enough of the or that's where I pick up a lot of grief from people is. When I say if I had 3 or 4 copies and I knew that I would definitely pull it in a game, I could see a little more. But having 1 copy with everything else, every other option that I have to have more copies, I didn't see the ROI on it. Inkwell Table asking where I'm playing next weekend. Down at I forget the stores down in Cary. There's one down in Cary next weekend that we were going to play and hit up. It's at noon.
I'm out in Pennsylvania. I got 3 stores that are right next to each other, so all kind of clustered together. I'm trying to get my local one into it, but it's difficult to get it off the ground.
Yeah.
Because they're so focused on MTG and Pokemon, because they had like a fire like a year or 2 back, and so they're trying to rebuild, and as they're rebuilding, they're focused on what makes the money, and they sell that most of that online.
Right.
But ever since, because I came in at Inklands, and so when I came in at Inklands, him and Chernabog were my 2 favorite freaking cards.
The Chernadog.
So when they
deck,
reprinted,
right?
so when they reprinted him, and he was back into the set, like I was like, oh, I got something with him. I have to focus on him, right? So I was like, what can I do? Because every game, normally what I would do is, okay, let's do turn 1 Pluto, turn 2 Lady into Huey. So now I've got a replacement ramp because they're going to knock out a 0-2.
Okay, right.
And I said to myself, how do I change this? Because that feels like I'm setting myself behind as well. Like I'm dumping out my hand, not necessarily refilling. What can I do about this? So I went digging through and found Mickey Mouse.
Okay.
So you can turn 1 Pluto, turn 2 Mickey. Now he's a 0-2 with resist 1, which survives a lot of things.
Right.
So if he survives
Especially
now,
early game.
it goes into then turn 3 Bodyguard Pluto with high power, which now also gets resist. So now you've got that and that as lines. Be able to pull damage off to heal. Of course, the Nalas, which I loved Nala the second I saw her.
Yeah, that
Shift line Pluto.
that Nala is pretty solid. I do like that one.
And ironically enough, because of the way I'm trying to turn this into essentially an aggro deck, so I can deal the damage with Strength of a Raging Fire, which is just, it's good removal. No matter how you look at it, it's good removal.
Yeah.
But another good way to deal with things is prevent theirs from challenging. So you can do something like, okay, cool, Lady Quest or Sing with Pluto. Your strongest character can't challenge. Now you can't knock that Pluto out who's got Defender on him. You can't get past him. Quest for 2, quest for 4, quest for 7.
Yeah.
So it's... And then with Penny, when she pulls damage off, she also gives resist +1. So if you've got Mickey out and you've got the Pluto out, the turn after, whenever they try to ping it and get some damage on it, you can pull the damage off, put more resistance on it.
It's going to take 7 to get him out, yeah.
And so that was the entire... And then just early game space filler, linkables, more resistance, just because I like the resistance, because now all of a sudden everybody wants to play Tinkerbell again because she's so good. She's a good card.
Oh, sure, yeah. Well,
But
and
I figured...
And the Tink I've got my shift target. I mean, I even like that one. The tiny tactician.
Oh yeah.
Trying to remember. I mean, because she's she's an exert, draw a card, and then so if you've got like a random uninkable that you really can't use or don't want to use or whatever. I mean, this is a good one. To exert and get a card draw and replace it. Even the base, I like that option.
But I like this little combo for going against other Amber Steel decks because it gives me 5, 6, 7 power on the board right off the bat, and then resistance on that as well.
Right.
So I can take out something like a Daisy real easy. I can take out something small, whatever, and not have to worry about it as much. I can also sing Strength of a Raging Fire. So this is the second deck that I have fine-tuned for the most part and ready for set champs. And then it was it's the Amber Steel and then the blue like I said, it's the 3 different combinations of Amber, Steel, and Sapphire.
Right. Well, and I think you've seen on my probably seen me play it a little bit. I mean, my Ruby Amber. Like I said, right now it's more it was a Princess Queen, so I call it my my Royal Ladies deck. But
Nice.
it's got turn 1. We're gonna pull that Aurora holding court. I've got 4 of those out here. So if I pull those, I can start playing all kinds of stuff. I've got the Mulan, for shift target for the big Mulan. I've got the let's see. I've got a Vanellope, a 2 drop that I use for another shift for Vanellope.
See, this is the one I like better than trying to get Tiana. Like, her and Tiana are my 2 favorites.
The Elite Archers, my shift on that 1 drop Mulan.
Nice. Oh. Actually, hold on. No, because that's based off of...
And then I rarely get it out, but I like the idea of the Wendy Darling 7 drop dual ink. Because whenever a character is banished, I can remove all damage from another. So, but I always end up drawing her too early, and she ends up in my inkwell. So I got to figure out a way to get her in. Do I?
I kind of want to work her into something with because she's a princess.
Yeah, so I had her in my deck at one point, but I couldn't find a good location that would give me good ROI on it.
Well, I mean, if you're running this, right, and then you can run.
I do have. Let's see. There. I mean, I do have one location. I'm trying to find it.
Where is it?
I thought I did. Maybe I did.
Where is it?
No, that's right. Yeah. So I pulled my locations out because I couldn't find a good one.
Free to move to.
Sugar Rush. Okay.
And then you can throw in the finish line as well.
Speedway.
And then, because I thought for a second I was thinking like it wasn't going to work because I thought Moana was move any number of pirates. But it's whenever you play this character, you may move any number of your characters to the same location for free, gain 1 lore for each character you moved. So if you have all your princess at Sugar Rush Speedway and you shift Moana and you move everyone to the starting line or to the finish line, that nets you like all the ones that you moved with Moana, and then you can crack the Sugar Rush Speedway for 3 more lore and draw 3 cards off of that as well.
Okay.
Because it's whenever you move to this location from another location, you can. So that's actually really not bad. And then you also were doing, where is she?
So my spicy play in this Ruby Amber that I like, and so I threw in Ariel and Cinderella, so I've got some big singers in here. And my challenge is that I've only got like 1 copy of each of these, so I don't get to. But if I get the opportunity and I get the right cards out, one, I've got the Circle of Life, so I can pull from my discard. But my favorite spicy play that I've been able to pull out once against my daughter is the Nothing We Won't Do, and it's a sing together, so I don't have to have an eight character out. So I pull out the Ariel, who is a singer 7, I'm sorry. So Cinderella's a singer 5. And then Ariel, yeah, is a singer 7. So if I can get Ariel on the board and then just one other character, I can sing Nothing We Won't Do. So you quest with everything, and then you sing Nothing We Won't Do to ready all the characters. For the rest of this turn, they take no damage, but they can't quest. So then you quested with them, you readied them, and then you swing everybody into everything on the other side of the board and take no damage.
Oh, where is it? Oh, no, it's over here. Okay. It's in this one. So my favorite deck by far to play so far, it's very Glass Cannon, was
Good night, Tamara.
ramp into power line, right? Like shift into power line as fast as possible.
Yep.
Sing, dig a little deeper. Lets me go for 2 cards off the top of my library. Afterwards, look at the top 4. Sing, don't let the frostbite bite for free. Readies him up. Play, sing, like either like Pirate's Life or some other song or whatever song, or like, Be King Undisputed. And then like sing that with that, and then the second you do, power line readies because of Lilo for free. Like, I went through a turn where I just kept doing it, where it was just ready, nothing we won't do, ready, no damage, challenge, knock something out, sing, Be King Undisputed. Like, it was insane. Like, on top of which, you can do, and it's a little bit more of a pain, but like Down in New Orleans. So you can sing Down in New Orleans, show 6 costs or less to play for free.
Yeah.
Ready up or something like that. Like play another song for free once you have the power line in play. So it was ridiculous, but it doesn't have enough protection, and it's very finicky because the way I was doing it was, and the way that worked the best for me is, where is he? Because if there was another turn 1 that allowed me to look through the library faster, like Dawson does, because Dawson does so much work. The little 1-drop guy that lets you look at the top when you ink. So I was turn 1ing him into turn 2, 1 jump ahead, so on and so forth. Which wasn't bad, but it was very reliant upon me getting that opening combo, or else it just peters out way too quickly. So he just sat there.
That one's great. That Dawson's great for. You're going to at least get 1 draw out of it, right? Because you're going to eat at least once per turn, and especially if you've got some sales and some TPOs in there, you'll get a couple more. He's definitely.
Well, it's only the once per turn that you get to peek at the top and put it on top or bottom with him. Yeah.
Okay, sorry. I thought
a lot of the ink cards.
Whenever.
Nope. A lot of the when you ink cards are once per turn. When you ink, you get some effect or something like that. There's a few of them that are different. I think Zipper is one that's different, if I'm right. During your turn, whenever a card, he's one of the only ones without a limit. He's every time you ink, you get a resistance on something.
Right. And I like those until the start of your next turn too, because there's nothing worse than putting resist on something, or doing something that has resist that just goes away as soon as you pass your turn.
Oh yeah. I'm trying to think what else can go in this for the princess. Because all right, so I know there's a 3-drop Vanellope that's very location dependent. Because by all means, you're working your way up to that. Maybe Julieta for a little extra card draw. Can probably definitely do Felix as a just in case. I know there's a 1-drop location still, Atlantica.
Yeah, I like Atlantica, especially when you've got some singers in there.
Well, that's just it though. They're not really. None of them are actually singers yet. So if we go with 100 Acre instead, that's a 1-drop 1 move as opposed to a 1-drop 2 move.
Right. Yeah, because the Atlantica, that's the one that gives a character plus like what 2 for sing or something like that.
Oh.
Yeah. So you get a singer out there that like a Cinderella, right? That's a 5 already. And booster even further. You can start playing those bigger characters with fewer, like your 8 sings and stuff like that.
Oh, where is she? Is she a princess? Yes, she's a princess. Okay, that would definitely go in. I love this Raya, by the way. Like, I love Ruby Steel with her because then you can do the One Last Hope. So every time she banishes something, she readies again and has 2 resistance. And she can challenge ready characters. That's so good. I'm trying to think what else.
I think I've got that Raya, or I did, and maybe I removed it. I guess maybe I removed it. I've been looking to get rid of my Queen of Hearts. So that's one of the things, because I've got a couple Queen of Hearts. So I've got I like it because of the rush. So I've got this 2-drop Queen of Hearts rush, but then I use it for a shift 2 target. So
for the
turn
draw.
3, I can get a 4/3 out that whenever one of your characters challenges another, you may draw a card. So this is my card draw that I can get out on turn 3 if I pull the right cards. Because turn 2 you play turn 2 you play the Queen of Hearts, and then if I got my Aurora out, I could or a couple Auroras or whatever. Queen of Hearts, turn 3 is really the best you're going to get because it's a shift 2. But I mean, if you play it right, you can get it out pretty quickly.
Aurora is a Queen of Hearts is a queen. Like Aurora does lower cost on queen and princess,
right?
So she does lower the cost,
right?
Okay. So if you do turn 1 Aurora, you do turn 2. Play Queen of Hearts. No, because it would need to be turn 3 then.
Well, so turn 2, you could play Queen of Hearts for 1 ink instead of 2, and then you ink something else, and you would still need turn 3 to have the 2 ink because you wouldn't be able to get 2 Auroras out on the first turn. But I mean, by turn 3, but by doing that though, your shifted Queen of Hearts. She gets whenever whenever your character challenges another, you can draw. So with that Aurora though, you can get if you've got some more 1-drops in your hand, you can get some smaller 1-drops that you can just swing in and sacrifice and ping away just for the card draw with that Queen of Hearts. On turn 4 or whatever.
Because all right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, so one more card, and that's if that stays that way. What has Red got for locations? I think they got Agrabah back.
Red for Agrabah is a good one. Because it's a
Radigan Party
also, and a big body.
Radigan Party is still in. That's a hero.
I like Agrabah because it's a big location that'll take a wallop, and you get 2 out of it. But it costs a lot to get out on the board, if I remember correctly, right?
I think it's 3, so it's
okay.
Agrabah.
There's a reason I didn't put it in this deck, and I can't remember what it was. Maybe because it has the pirate synergy that.
No, Agrabah doesn't have a pirate thing. There's Skull Island. That's
right.
Skull Island's a 2-drop 1 to move, and it's got a pirate synergy.
What was the reason?
There it is. It's just a blanket.
Oh, okay, yeah. Maybe that's
It's like
why,
a
because it
weaker,
didn't have an
cheaper-
effect that it was taking up some space at the time when I built it.
Yeah, it's like a weaker, cheaper McDuck Manor. That's the only reason they kind of threw it back in.
Well, cool.
I like Radigan's Party because Radigan's Party can work with Mulan as well, having damage on her. And then I don't, as much as I love Raya, I don't think she's helping much in this. We've got the Moana line. We've got the Mulan line. And we've got the Queen line. Is there another Mulan in red? That I'm forgetting.
There's not a shift Mulan that I know of, but there is another relatively small body Mulan. It's
I know there's a one cost steel Mulan.
maybe that's the one I'm thinking about. Let's see.
Nope. No. Okay. So nobody in that. Maybe in. There's a 6-drop Moana that got reprinted.
I like that one, so I've got that one in my deck because she comes in pretty handy for the exerting all your princesses, I'm sorry, readying all your princesses. So I like her when I've got a board full of princesses. It of course protects a lot of my stuff. Let's see. There was. Just trying to find real quick the changes that I was going to do. Can't remember off the top of my head which ones. So I'm pulling up my Dreamborn real quick. Pull up my notes. Because there were several Amber princesses that were going to be pretty spicy, I think.
Minnie's not a bad princess, but
Which one?
like she's very situational. Minnie.
Yeah. So Minnie was one of those that. Again, I mean, more of a spicy kind of surprise play as opposed to just like a staple, right? The mini that in Fable, I think it's a reprint, right?
Yeah. No, it's the newest super rare printing. The one that's got the iconic.
Right.
Because she's actually a princess this time, as opposed to other times where she has not been a princess.
Well, and so that one that's one that I was looking at because of the Banish 5, right? So the 5 strength. So it's a good one to take out some big bodies. Yeah, Dreamborn's not behaving on me here. But yeah, so you get a couple of those Auroras, the holding courts out there, so you can play some really cheap cards like that mini and everything. You can get some bigger cards out for cheap with that Aurora, and then toss that Moana in there that then readies your Auroras. So you use all your Auroras because they're not all that strong, so they're going to be one of your quick targets that your opponent's going to go after, right? But
yeah.
You get several of those Auroras out there, then get your Nani or whatever.
Q is just scoping out my tech here.
The what?
My friend Q is checking out my tech.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah. So you get that Nani out there that then readies all your princesses. So you use all those Auroras, get them out on the board, use all those, to play cheap characters, and then use your that big Nani on that 5-drop to then ready, or the Moana up there. The Moana, not Nani.
Yeah,
It's the Moana
6-drop.
Yeah, use the Moana then to ready those to protect them, so you use them again for the next turn, and you can use if you got 2, 3, even heck maybe even 4 if you can luck out, because 1-drops. I mean, they're cheap to get out there, but use 4 of those, get 4 lore, play a big body for less. Right?
It's one of the reasons why I played Judy Hopps with Blue Fossa there, is because of that whole concept of just readying him back up and keeping him safe.
Yeah. No, I definitely like that Mufasa. I'm gonna look through and try to work that into my my Sapphire Steel if I can. But yeah.
So I definitely want to give this a try at some point.
With the 2 Felix.
There you go, Q. Yeah, this is my new version of Sugar Rush Speedway, so you can check it out. So this leaves it that the only uninkables are going to be that Moana, and that's it. Everything else is inkable.
Yeah.
So you only got 3 cards that are uninkable. You've got your turn 1 into turn 2, hopefully. Worst case scenario, turn 2 without having to worry about it. And don't use the Aurora. And then, or turn 1 location into turn 2 Felix to draw. And then, because then if essentially these two, the Mulans only come in as a I'm going to bash into something and deal a lot of damage across the board idea.
Right. Well, because that Mulan, I mean, you could get that out if you get enough of those Auroras. You could get that out sooner, but without having a wide board on the other side, it's going to be a lot of wasted effort at that point.
The only thing I'm thinking, I like the Radigan's party because it says while you have a damaged character here, it gets +2 lore. So you can sit Mulan on there and just gain 2 lore and force them to have to take out the Radigan party, at which point you can just fix Felix out as well and make it a 9 health that they have to get through.
Right. Well, but the Radigans doesn't protect the character though, right? So I mean, they take out.
It does not. So
you'd need something like
you wouldn't
a bodyguard or something to protect the character to force them to go after the Radigan's party first.
Well, you wouldn't quest her if you've already got it's the same idea as doing.
True. Yeah, protect. Yeah, you're
so
right.
if you get it out early enough where you can Sugar Rush Speedway, start line into finish line, put damage on Felix, then Felix readies on the next turn. He can sit on Radigan's party without having to quest anymore, and he can just sit there with damage and gain lore.
Right. Yeah.
And then you can shift him and just sit. And then the rest of it is all about the challenging at that point.
Yeah, that's actually not a bad use for that Mulan Injured Soldier, because that's one that I use it because she's cheap and she's a great shift target for the big Mulan later. But it always frustrates me that she comes in with two damage. It's like, I mean, what's the point at this point? But I like this essentially with that Radigan's party.
Well, on top of which, she's not bad as just it's a 2/1, and you've got lots of different 2/1s that come into play. So,
yep,
like a 1-drop 2/1, especially as inkable, that's great because if you can pull 2 damage off or something like that afterwards,
right? No, and that's what I'm saying. I mean, I've got her in my decks, and I've got her in there for a reason. I mean, 1, she's a shift target. But 2, I mean, I've played her on my decks even without having a shift, because I mean, she is a cheap, big swinger. It's just she's a one and done essentially, unless you can draw to heal. I put lanterns in my Amber deck as well to give me additional cheap character play.
I want to like lanterns. My biggest problem is that it makes no sense to cost more than Pluto.
Yeah, but
it just
but items are arguably more difficult to remove than glimmers, right? So that, I mean, to me, that's the upside. I mean, not that they can't be removed, because I mean, you can pull out, your microbots or whatever, any of those that get rid of items, but it's harder to remove an item, I think. Whether it's
the other
exerted or
reason
not.
the other reason why I had a problem with this was, like, I couldn't use it. I couldn't justify using it back in the day because of Chernobog.
Oh yeah.
Because Chernobog was based off of characters. So if I could use Pluto over the Lantern, the
Yeah.
Pluto would, at least if they knock out the Pluto, contribute towards cheapening Chernobog coming into play, where the Lantern couldn't. So I mean, I
Yeah, that makes
suppose
sense.
maybe now it could feel a little bit better, but I still don't like eating a turn 2 for a Lantern. It never feels good. It never feels helpful. Like,
Right. Well,
at least
I mean,
turn 1 Pluto, it's like, all right, I'm either gonna force you to answer Pluto, or I'm getting something quicker out next turn.
well,
Like,
my only really only for my style and what I'm playing with it, my only or primary complaint with that is that it's uninkable. So you've got to balance. If you're going to put 4 of those in there, you got to be ready to use all of them and get stuck with it. So I don't think I've got 4 in here just because I couldn't justify 4 uninkables. But I do have a couple in here just to give me that additional card draw, or not card draw, but the cheap plays. But the problem is, now I'm playing more characters early on, so I end up top decking quicker. So I've got to find more. Again, talking about card draw, so I've got a little bit of that quote ramps kind of solved, right, between the Aurora and the Lantern. But now I'm top decking, so it does no good if you have no cards in your hand.
That's why I love these cards. So, turn 1 Pluto, turn 2 Pleakley. If I know they're going to knock it out, let's say I played Pluto turn 1. They play
Yep.
Any 2/1. Like it could be Happy, it could be Mulan, like anything. Okay, cool. I know they're going to knock it out the second I use it. Exert, turn 2, play Pleakley, he goes to Inkwell automatically. Now I don't have to feel like I wasted a card completely.
Right.
On top of which, if I do turn 1 into turn 2, not using him, play Tippo, ink something else, and then I quest with him, and they go, oh, I'm going to knock him out. Like, okay, he's now in the thing. Turn 3, play Rolly, he's now in my discard, throw him into my ink.
Yeah. Well,
These 2 alone, oh.
Yeah, no, and that's fantastic. The challenge is, though, there's not a lot of card draw in a Ruby. So like this Amber Ruby, that's where you get the Plutos, or you get your Auroras, or you get your Lanterns, or whatever, that you're able to play cards, but you're not able to replenish those, and that's the biggest challenge I run into with a deck like this.
I'm noticing, like, I think the biggest mistake people are making with Ruby, especially in terms of card draw, because like their card draw isn't bad, but it's very situational.
Yeah.
Because I'm watching people throw things out there like, okay, I'm gonna turn 1 something into turn 2. I'm gonna start playing my queens right off the bat. And it's like, if you hold them back and you don't use them immediately, it gives them more of an idea that you're like, it makes them think you're not playing the big queen. Because what you want is for them to like quest out, challenge, something of the sort, to exert their characters, so she then becomes useful and
Right.
challenges in for something. Because otherwise you're going, okay, like especially this one's a good one, because if you quest with her, like this isn't too bad right off the bat. But then the second you play this one, people are expecting the rush one. So anytime you play either of these 2, everyone's expecting this to come out, and they start holding back and they start preventing challenges. So if they're going to prevent challenge and they're just going to try to push into things, I think that's where something like 100 Acre Woods and then Radigan's Party starts helping, is because Now all of a sudden they're on the defensive. They're not trying to quest, but you're just going to sit on a location that gives you lore every turn anyway with Radigan's party. Like, cool. I'm not going to draw a card. I'm not going to draw a bunch of cards because you're trying to stall out my queen, but I'm going to gain lore every turn more than you are because of the Radigan's party.
Right.
And then whenever you get into that happy-go-lucky, I'm going to luck into the shift to Moana. Now you've let me build up my board state by not challenging and not exerting, so I can't do anything. I'm going to shift my Moana, move everybody to a location, and gain a bunch of lore.
Yeah. So I was just looking through the two big. I mean, really, the biggest card draw that I've got is that Queen of Hearts. I mean, that's the only card draw I have in this Ruby Amber. I do like the and I told you I've got a Vanellope, and then I play the Vanellope Shift 2. So whenever you play a princess, so it plays well in this, all opposing characters get -1 strength until the start of your next turn.
Oh, I loved her with Kita back in the day. Oh my goodness, like the freaking Amber Kita that shrank everybody by 3, and then the 1-drop Kita. It was so obnoxious.
So this one I like that. One of my other favorites to play in this is the Jasmine 3-drop. I mean, she's a fairly solid body 2 quester, and when you quest, opponent loses a lore. So I mean, she always ends up being a target, and being removed right away. But definitely, I like that one because she's relatively inexpensive. You get her out early game. She quests big, and she's got, she takes 3. So,
well, I mean, technically she could be a turn 2, but I know where's another one. I know this is another one people like playing.
Yep. Oh, I do have heal with what has been hurt. That's my other card draw. So I can heal and draw a card. And because I've got some
technically
singers
she could come out turn 2 and be a decent threat with the Aurora.
Right.
It's not too bad. I kind of dig that.
Yeah, she's one of my favorites. I've had her in all of my Ruby decks. Let's see. I'm just trying to find what was the other thing that I really liked about this deck. I mean, of course, I've got Pirate's Life in there, but I've got Ariels and Cindy's, so I've got some singers to get that out.
I don't know how I feel about Mulan right now.
This is one that I've got, but I'm going to remove it. I think is the Moana because I don't have any captain characters in this. So this Mulan just turns.
So
into
she's the target for that Moana,
right? Which I don't have that one in my deck right now, but I don't have that one in this deck because I don't have any locations in the deck.
So this Moana, one of the big reasons I use her a lot, even if I don't have a captain and I can't challenge with her, she just keeps questing until they do something about it. Because either it's the same idea as, it's almost as bad as Calhoun. So she can take out a Calhoun can take her out, but they have to make that decision. Because now you can't challenge into the Calhoun, but you can keep questing every turn. They could be like, oh, well, do I waste this 2/2? Do I waste this 1/2? Do I waste what do I throw at Moana just to take her out since she's gaining lore every single turn? At which point, if they hit it for 1 and it doesn't knock it out, she can sit on the Radigan's party as well and just sit there. Because she can't challenge, she can't. If you're gonna get the lore the next turn, you could be like, cool, I'm just gonna drop quest for 1 with Moana. They knock it out, whatever.
Right.
But it's that high power that becomes the threat. That's the threat that you're trying to put. They don't know whether or not you're running other captains. They a captain in the deck. So if you turn 1 Moana and you go quest, and they go, oh well, I'm not gonna quest because she might be able to challenge next turn. that could throw them off their game and have them going like, oh, I know she can't attack without captain in play. Like they're probably running a pirates deck, and it's just like, nope, I'm just gonna keep questing with it.
Right. This is the talking about that Vanellope 2-drop. A minute ago I use I've got this or the shift 2, the 4-drop shift 2. I use the 2-drop evasive as my target because she's relatively cheap, so I can get that other Vanellope out there turn 3, and she's dry at turn 3 because I get the Aurora, then I can throw Vanellope out here turn 2, and then.
So I tried her as well in the start line finish line deck.
Yep.
And it's a trap. Like it's such a trap. If she'd have been like a 0-5 or something like that, I think she would have been a lot better in this role. Because then at least it would have been like, oh, you have to use the Sisu, you have to use something to knock her out kind of idea. You can't sit there and just be like, oh, I'm gonna smash and get rid of her kind of thing. Like it's so easy to get rid of her like this, and especially for something that you want to sit on a location, it doesn't feel helpful anymore.
Oh yeah. Well, awesome, Squirrels, man. I appreciate it. I'm gonna bounce off of here. It's been awesome information. I appreciate the game and all the information here. It's I love having folks like you in here because again, I don't know a whole lot. I'm not all that strong, but we all learn a lot from folks like you that do know the game really well. So I definitely appreciate it.
I've been playing Magic the Gathering since it started, and it's one of those things where especially back in the day before the internet existed. Yeah. I'm so old. you get used to playing games, and I tell people I'm a professional loser, and because I learn more from losing than I do from winning, and I want to lose.
Yeah.
Because I want to be able to, whenever it matters, be able to go into a tournament and be like, okay, I've lost enough. Let's see if I can actually build around how I've lost so I can try to win.
Well, and that's where you learn the best, right? Is through your losses because that identifies and points out your weaknesses. So I love playing, against folks, and I love losing because it helps me build stronger decks. I've fussed at deck daughter all the time. She keeps playing the same deck, and for me, it's getting frustrating because I keep winning, right? So it helps me in terms of just practicing my reps for here's turn 1, here's turn 2, here's turn 3, essentially. But it doesn't help me identify weaknesses in my deck, and I keep fussing and telling her build a stronger deck, don't build something that'll challenge me. And she gets tired of losing. I'm like, well, just use that and build it stronger. But I love playing against other folks and losing because it points out and shows me. Plus, when you got folks like yourself, I start learning. I look at those decks. I look at beat. I get the ideas. I'm like, Mufasa. I'm going to go look at and work that into my deck in some way if I can. So I get ideas from this too.
He saved Sapphire for me because without him, I would not be playing Sapphire because then I wouldn't be able to pull anything back out of my inkwell that I inked by accident.
Yeah. Awesome. Well, I appreciate the game and all the info. It's been super helpful and awesome. Thanks, Squirrels.
Oh yeah.
Awesome.
And just a quick note, in order to help, especially for younger and teaching people, what I did for my locals to help them learn and get into the game was a singleton deck, 60 card singleton, just one of any card, only one, do it even 30-30 split for color. And that way you get one legend for each color, that's their special for each color, and then one of any other card. And what that does is helps to highlight different interactions, and it also makes you think about how you're playing. Because that way you don't know what you're getting next, you just know what's in the deck.
I like that. Yeah,
to build that up,
and that's one of the tough things to learn is learn synergy, right? Learn how to play different cards with others and use them in conjunction with other cards.
Oh yeah, whenever I was teaching them that way, I was learning things from the ways they would build stuff. I was going like, oh, that's a disgusting combination. Like, okay, I'll have to remember that.
Right. Awesome. Well, I appreciate it, Squirrels. You have a great night. Thanks for the play and all the info.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Anytime.
and
Let me know.
Jocelyn over in our chat says it's been super helpful working on her deck building skills as well. So, been fantastic.
Yay!
Thanks,
Was the
girls.
goal.
We'll see you, man.
Yep. Peace.
All right. Y'all, I appreciate you hanging out. That was awesome. Again, appreciate Squirrels. I am gonna hop off. Jocelyn, we'll make sure and we'll remind Squirrels. I'll post my deck. I'm gonna tweak it a little bit like we were talking about. And I'll make sure we'll make sure to remind Squirrels to post his deck. But thanks for hanging out with us tonight. For those that are still sticking around, hope you learned quite a bit. And but I'm going to hop off here. I will not be live tomorrow, or I'm not planning on being live. It depends. I've got a hockey event with the team here. It's an open house right before the season starts. It's supposed to go till 8:30. So I might. Don't plan on me being live, but I might go live late, like 9:30, if we get home in time. But I'll post in the Discord about that. If there's anybody hanging out in here that is not in the Discord, go to discord.iconicdeckdad.com. Join it. It's free. We'd love to have you in there to learn the game, contribute. Just awesome people to chat with. So, but I appreciate y'all hanging out, and I will see y'all on the next one. Definitely Wednesday, maybe tomorrow. I'll post in the Discord, but don't plan on me being on tomorrow. Thanks, y'all. Have a great night. Bye.